Lifestyle Strategy Team, how can I help you? All right, she's back.
Yeah.
Back again.
In the studio. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all having a great week. How are you, SJ?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
I missed
All
you.
right.
I missed you. I missed you more than usual. You know why? Because we spent so much time together before, and then all of a sudden, we didn't see each other for a while.
Me, yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was nice working together for Liv.
It was.
Yeah, Liv
it
golf.
really was. It was fun stuff. We're back now.
Yes.
You just came back from your...
Nice trip to Vietnam with my family. Yes.
I don't know how you guys do it.
I mean, it was
Three
super
kids.
good to go right after, putting this big event together. And then, it was very relaxing. Though I got a huge headache on Monday and Tuesday, and I went to see the doctor this morning, actually.
And you know what? That's a very good segue because...
Yes.
We're going to be talking about something related to...
That's right.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about?
Hospitals and clinics in Korea. Mm-hmm. So... I mean, I went to the doctor. It was opening at 8:45, right? That clinic. I went in at 8:50. By 9:05, I was out of the clinic, and I had my pill. I had everything.
Yeah,
it's
very quick.
Amazing. It's very quick, very effective.
You remember on the first day after the first day of our golf tournament, I went to the hospital. Right?
Remember, you got your IV shot, right?
I didn't get the IV shot. I got some other shot.
Stuff, right?
I got the butt shot. The 엉덩이 주사, right?
When you said, I'm going to go to the doctor, I was like, oh, right now? I was like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to the hospital. That's the wonders of Korea, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about. But speaking of which, don't you think there's a lot of hospitals here in Korea?
Oh, there's
especially clinics.
Way too many. Yeah. Actually, compared to the density of population, it's crazy. It's just like either it's a coffee shop or it's a clinic, right?
Yeah.
And when a new building is being built, you know for sure 100% there's going to be a clinic in there, right?
Yeah,
whether it's dermatology, whether it's whatever,
Yeah, I mean, even in the neighborhood, if you walk around, right? It's like, I need to go to the hospital, and then you just walk out and go, all right, that's the one I'm going to go.
You can go to any random hospital. You just give your ID, your number, and then,
And the funny thing, what happened with over in Songdo when I went to the hospital was the hard part was not finding the hospital. The hard part was choosing which hospital to go to because there was so many.
You want to go to right.
I was like, which hospital do I go to? I just need to get a simple shot here, get some medication and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw some statistics 2 years ago. So in 2023, there were about 35,000 clinics in Korea. And I mean, most of them in Seoul. It's huge, right? It's incredible.
That's a lot. And of course, you could also see Western medicine and also Eastern medicine too.
Also, yeah. So you have Hanyuan and also the regular, places.
Have you been seeing also a lot of psychiatrists too, by any chance?
Actually, it's increasing in numbers because it's less taboo. Going to 정신과 and all these TCW psychiatrists but I mean less than in Europe. I mean, I was born in France. There are a lot of psychologists because psychologists, they don't go through the same schools. You can become a psychologist more easily than you can become a doctor.
Yeah.
So you cannot give medicine, though. You can it's a therapy. You just go through therapy. Psychologists, they cannot give medicine. They cannot, it's just a consultation.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. You can, right? Yeah. And in Korea, it's become more and more, it's becoming quite more and more common because due to stress, due to work, due to this whole environment where it's very demanding.
Yeah, that's one thing that I noticed recently over the past few years because, like you said, it used to be like a taboo, right, for you to go get mental help and things like that.
Yeah, they would say where do you have
Are you crazy?
Yeah, what's going on?
No, and then now if you look it up, I mean, there's so many of that around the neighborhood as well.
It's much more easier to approach it, and it's not like you can go and ask for help definitely now. Yeah. It's very much.
But how about this though? We were just talking about how there's so many clinics, right? But for clinics for children.
Yeah.
Pediatric.
So those are the one decreasing. Actually, you have less. Because of the fact that Korea has a low fertility rate. Less and less children. I think that all of this 호학과, so the children, pediatric, they're shifting to other procedures. So, for example, I have a friend. He's not in pediatric. He was a OBGY. He was what do you call that? Sorry, I forgot. A gynecologist. 산부인과. And he's like, I'm not making enough money compared to all my friends, my doctor friends. I want to shift to dermatology.
Well, that's where
and he just he doesn't have any specialization into that thing. But he's like, the machines, they do everything.
Right,
the lasers,
right.
I mean, you don't really need to go through.
Botox shots.
I mean, it's basic things that you learn when you're in med school, right?
Yeah.
But now most of the days, the machines do everything. The laser machines are very powerful, very expensive. This is why the procedures themselves are very expensive.
Do you take your kids to a pediatric hospital?
Yeah, I go to a specialized one, yeah.
Have you noticed, because, okay, so there's like 1 or 2 in our neighborhood, right? And every time we go, the wait is crazy.
It's fully packed. Yeah, because there are less and less people who are
Exactly. Because there are less pediatric clinics
doctors.
now.
Yeah.
But parents want to send to a specialized hospital.
True, yeah.
There's lineups like crazy though. But we talk about, number one, we have a lot of clinics, a lot of hospitals here in the country, but we also got to talk about the affordability, because if it's expensive, why would you want to go to a hospital if it's very expensive? Very affordable.
Especially when you say hospital. I mean, in Western countries, hospital is like really when you have like you have to go through a major surgery or you have like some sort of disease. But in Korea, you just say, just go to 병원, you know? It sounds like very light, you know? When I hear that the first time, I was like, I don't need to go to the hospital? What do you mean? Like, you know, it seemed to me very, you know, I was pretty shocked, you know? I just need some, you know, pills and that's it, you know?
When my friend was like, he said something on the lines of like, I have a headache, right? And he's like, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the hospital.
I was like, yeah, same thing. Yeah, that was...
I got a couple of pills you can take if you want. No. I'm going to just go to the hospital.
Yeah, and get IV shots. This is like the most popular thing in Korea. You have vitamin shot, cocktails, vitamin shot. I don't know, like all whatsoever kind of shots.
Guys, you have to understand. There's even an IV shot.
For?
Hangovers.
Oh!
You heard about this?
I heard about this, but I've never had it.
I've never had it. I've never had to go that route. But there are like office workers, because nowadays they do 회식 during the weekdays.
Right. So
and
they have to
go
get
to work
back to her.
They literally, before they get to the office, they just go to the clinic, get the hangover IV.
Yeah, because you have clinics open 365 days a year. I mean, like all day long, all night long. You have night shifts also. So, I mean, it's very, very easy to go there and get some shots, right?
Yeah.
And it's very popular in Korea. You have all these beverage also. So for after a hangover or before you know you're going to go drink. So you prepare yourself, to be in shape the next day.
But when we were talking about this topic, Olivia, with our staff members, there was some like, I thought I knew about like the healthcare and like the affordability of health system and stuff like that. But there's like new things that I learned about cancer treatment.
Yeah. In Korea, it's super, I mean, I wouldn't say super cheap because, you know, medical, you know, procedures are not always cheap. But in Korea, it's only 10% of like the regular rate that you would pay for some surgeries in the US. The government covers 90% of the cancer treatment. Crazy. Yeah.
And then you have most people, I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk about this later on. We get like private insurance too.
Yeah, on the side,
which covers cancer. And so that 10% you have to pay, that gets covered.
Right. So it's 100%, you're fully covered, right?
Guys, did you hear this?
It's
crazy.
90%. And you know, because of that, you have medical tourism, a lot of medical tourism in Korea. So people come to Korea to get surgeries.
Yeah.
Even if they're not covered, they pay full rate, but it's way cheaper. It's like 1/3 of the price you're supposed to pay.
So there was like they do that, and then there was also people who took advantage.
Like especially Kyopos.
Yeah, like they took like other people because
so
like
they extended like the living length of you have to be 6 months in Korea before getting those procedures.
Also, you have to now show like the IDs because people they used to not check.
I know,
because if you're in Korea, people just assume that you have health insurance.
Right.
Like everyone has it.
Yeah, it's a fact.
And so they just go in there and then go like,
oh, this is my name.
This is my name, but they ask you for your the social security number.
Right.
And so people used to use like their brothers or like their relatives and stuff like that, and they just.
I was pretty shocked with that. I was like, just use mine. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I mean, your face is different. Than mine.
They don't check.
They don't check at all.
But now because
it's becoming more.
Now you have to have an ID, or there's like a special app that's handed down by the government. The government. Yeah. That you have to show.
I mean, which is normal because you know the government is covering up so many costs for free. I mean, we pay taxes, but you know they're covering up those costs for us. So it's normal that it's legitimate that they ask for these information.
The craziest thing I heard was one of our producers down on the news team. He went on a trip to the U.S. And he didn't have the traveler's insurance. And then his wife had appendicitis.
Oh.
And
so she had to get emergency
surgery, and it was like $30,000. $30,000.
Oh my gosh.
$30,000 for that.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. I mean, I had the case of a friend, also a French friend, going to the U.S. and he had arrived, and just 2 days later, he's starting having a super bad, ear something infection.
Yeah.
I think something like autistic or I don't know, whatever. He went to the doctor, $500. 3 days later, it was not healed. It didn't work. The medicine didn't work. He went back again, $500 again. So like $1,000 just getting
I want my money back the
checked.
First time around.
I know.
But what about childbirth though? Because here in Korea. I think I would say it's affordable compared to what I saw with the numbers in the US.
Oh yeah.
Like it goes into like the $10,000.
Yeah,
range.
it does. For C-section, I mean, in the US it's easily $10,000. I think that's like the basic rate. In Korea, it's I think half that price. It's about like 5,600만 원, so probably $4,000 for a C-section. I had 3 natural births, so it was
my wife had
less.
2 natural births, so it was a lot less. Yeah. And then also the government also subsidizes it too because
for medical checkups and all these things, they do give a lot of money now. I remember for my first child, I think it was about 500,000 won just for the regular checkup, and then when I went for my third child, they covered up 1.5 million or something like that.
1.5 million, yeah, good stuff. Junhee, who's here in South Korea, and I believe he works in a hospital, he says maybe we pay about 300,000 won for appendicitis for the
just regular
surgery. So that's about like $200.
Yeah.
$200,
oh my
right?
gosh.
That's
$30,000.
$30,000 he was
You
out.
never go back on a trip in the U.S.
No, never. I'm always insured every time I go like overseas. We're going to take a short song break and come back and talk about medical clinic, all that stuff, all the service you can get here in South Korea. But first, let's take a listen to a song here from Zero Base One with Dr. Doctor. All right, the last track, Zero Base One with Dr. Doctor. Junie says C-section will soon be free in Korea thanks to the low birth rate. I heard about that.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe now it is.
CT, who's over in Aussie land, over in Australia, says, cost me 5,000 Australian dollars to take out all my wisdom teeth. Paid 700 in Ulsan and was able to get the whole family back for a visit, even getting tattoos in Korea is way cheaper. So tattoos in Korea is actually more expensive because...
Is it?
Yeah, because it's like illegal. And like,
is it really illegal? I saw you have one right there.
This was done in New York City.
Oh, okay.
That's why, before I came here. So that's okay. That's legal. But yeah, you have to, speaking of medical, you have to have a doctor's license, a medical license.
To be able to do those.
Tattoos
it's
and
intravene stuff, so I guess, it's important.
So, it's cheaper here. But here's the thing. We were talking about how you went to the hospital. Even for me, I was in and out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. You went there. It was already 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Can I get parking?" Right? Because when you go to the hospital, you could go parking. She's like, "Oh, the first 30 minutes is free anyway." Just go. She's like, "Just go." Just go.
나가세요.
I got in there, in and out in 15 minutes.
Same for me this morning. So I was there, and then I got, I did the consultation, and she's like, "Oh, you look fine. It's just you have like the headache, probably from traveling, just being tired." And I was out at 9, went straight to work, and it cost me 5,000 for 6,000 6,000 for consultation, which is $4, right? About $4, and 5,000 won for just the medicine,
the prescription.
So 3.5.
$8.
Yeah, in total, it just cost me $8.
But that's because we pay into we have insurance,
right?
And so what happens is when you have insurance, it's covered 90%.
Yeah.
And it actually gets cheaper
if you have the extra.
But also if you're older.
Like if you're over 65, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, my dad was telling me, like, if he goes to the hospital and gets, like, a checkup, it's like 2,001.
Yeah.
He's like, 2,001. He's like, I paid 2,001. Yeah, $1, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But the other thing with this wait time, although generally it's short for adults, when you go to a pediatric, again, it's very long. So what they have nowadays is you can actually reserve your spot in advance using Kakao.
Yeah. That's like it's great. You can reserve a spot in advance and you just go at that time. I mean, it's just about his reservation.
This is another one which really helped out when my son dislocated his elbow at night.
At night?
At night.
He was sleeping and he dislocated.
No, he was playing around and he fell.
Oh.
And then he was like, "Oh, it hurts." And usually he's the type that doesn't really
explain. You know.
No, he won't say that it hurts. Like it has to really hurt for him to say it hurts.
Oh, okay.
And so I knew something was wrong.
Oh, and he said, I want to go to the hospital.
Yeah, and he was like, I need to go to the hospital. And then he was like dislocated the elbow.
Wow.
And then, but good thing was there are a lot of hospitals that open late at night.
Yeah, absolutely. You just go, and you have emergencies too, right? But emergency, it's kind of
more complicated now.
Complicated, the process, and because it's in big hospitals. But there are many clinics you can find at night, after 6 p.m. And I know many people who go through, like my friends who are working, they go to doing their laser, skincare at night. Yep. They go at 8 p.m. after work. So
they don't want to be seen.
Yeah, I mean 6 they finish and they know that some lasers you can become red a little bit, so you just sleep overnight and the next day you're fine.
They have like some clinics. They have certain days when they do the night shifts, the yagen shifts, right? And so like it's usually like on a Wednesday or something like that. Sometimes like when it's like nowadays because there's a shortage of doctors in major hospitals, they have that on weekends for some of the clinics, which helps out. But I want to ask you this: we just talked about all the quote unquote Western medicine ways. Hanyewon.
Do you go to Hanyewon?
I do sometimes.
Sometimes for what kind of do you have a category of like when you're feeling when you have a headache?
No, I don't go. No, it's for like muscle pains.
Muscle pain,
like back pains. Okay. Like I have like
when you have to go to acupuncture or those kind of things. Yeah.
To be honest with you, acupuncture never worked for me.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. It worked really well for me. Just to relax my neck and my shoulders, You
can just do that?
Oh, yeah. It's just big time. It's
instead of getting a massage, if you want
both. If you can have both, it's the best, right? But I got through several, acupuncture sessions and it really did help a lot for my neck, when you have those... the disc kind of, and you feel when you're you should try to go because you're sitting, for long hours every day. So it's really useful.
Last month, I have an uneven hip.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, one is higher than the other.
Yeah, one is higher because my posture is not so good. And so it really started affecting my back pain.
Yeah.
And so I went in for a treatment for about 5 days. And he said my left leg and my right leg, it's off by about like 2 centimeters or something like that, right?
So you have to...
After 5 sessions, it was down to 1.
Yeah.
And then he's like 5 more sessions. And I was like... I could deal with 1 centimeter.
I'm okay.
I can do 1 centimeter.
The rest is you have to go and work out. Maybe you could.
Yeah.
So no, but I'm really. I mean, my father was a tennis player. He was a tennis professional. So he was always really into, eating healthy, being in good health, not taking that many medicine. And his grandfather my great-grandfather was, he was a 한의사. So oriental medicine doctor. And I'm used to, since I was very young, I'm used to having all these different kinds of potions, like drinking those black,
tonics.
Things. I mean, it's terrible. The taste is terrible. Very bitter and it's ugh. But I think that it is effective.
No, it works.
On the long term.
No, it works.
Yeah.
It absolutely works. One problem that I had when I was a kid is like every winter my feet used to be super cold.
So cold. Yeah, for hands and feet.
Yeah. And I used to get a cold like every winter. Every winter I used to get bad colds, right?
That really helps in that
My
case.
mom, before I went to school in college, I had to go to a very cold area, Syracuse, upstate New York, and she got me some hanyak.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I don't get cold often. My feet and hands don't get cold.
Yeah.
My body just completely changed.
Yeah, I mean, you can change the metabolism of someone.
That's not covered by insurance, though.
Yeah.
But the acupuncture is. Acupuncture is covered by the...
Some of the treatments are, but the rest is not. And so I heard that many are going through diet. They do this diet kind of, It works, but a yo-yo comes back. Yo-yo
comes at you hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But
you're looking at it right now. You're looking at it right now.
No, but I heard it does work for some people. Yeah. The thing is that if you go back to your regular routine, you lost weight, you're like, oh, I'm going to go for chimek. And of course it comes back. Yeah.
No, it absolutely works. And another thing that I want to tell people right now is we talked about the private insurance that you could get, like 실비. It's called 실비, right?
Yeah, 실비.
And so the procedure that I had with my hip was... It was not it was very partially covered by my medical insurance. But he was saying that nowadays
you can get some
private insurance actually covers it. And so I actually got the money. I got partial money back, which turns out now I only paid about like $20 for each session.
Oh, that's
super
good.
cheap.
Yeah. Especially because if you go to like a kine, what do you say? Like 정형외과?
Yeah.
It's expensive. I mean, one session is pretty expensive.
It's about $150 or something like that per session. And so like all of this covers it. So now most people have the basic national plus the private stuff. And it really just covers. Some people, the other thing is, with the 실비, the private insurance, if you have to check in and stay overnight at the hospital.
Yeah, so there are tricks. You have to, if you really want to make good use of that, sometimes it doesn't cover if you just go in for one day and you're out. You have to stay overnight and then they will cover that the cost, right?
And so
you have to know the contract, what's in your contract.
And sometimes if you stay enough, you actually get more money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You get extra money.
Okay.
But they say, well, you're going to use that money also to get more like medicine or treatment and things like that. And so like it works out or something like that. But it's great stuff, guys.
Yeah, come to Korea.
Medical service.
I mean, don't be
stuff.
sick, of course. But yeah.
We'll talk more about the medical system here in Korea in just a bit. But first, let's take a listen to a song here from ENHYPEN with Fever. All right, that was ENHYPEN with the Fever. With a fever, you have to go to the hospital.
Fever, yeah. I mean, in the U.S., you usually just go to, CVS or whatever,
just get some medicine,
and get some medicine. You just auto-treat yourself, right? But in Korea, it's just easier. It takes less time to go to the doctor and get your medicine right and know what you have exactly and just take that, right?
Man, Olivia, I have to ask you this question. Have you ever had endoscopy or colonoscopy? Guys, this is not my personal question. It's in the script. It's in the script. I know this is a weird thing to ask.
Actually, I did have endoscopy.
Okay.
I did have that, and I think I'm supposed to do it this year again because in Korea,
that's through
you
the
have
mouth.
Medical, through the mouth. You have every 2 years, the government sponsors you to go and have a full medical checkup from head to toe. Right. This is, I think, it's the only country in the world that sponsors you, that sponsors the population.
Yeah. So like even number years and odd number years and stuff like that.
So this year I'm in even numbers, so I can go and do that.
You're an even number?
Yeah.
It's next year. Odd years this year.
Yeah, this year, 85.
It was last year for myself.
Right. So I'm going to have to go and I did it one time without anesthesia.
You did it raw?
Yeah, I did it raw. But the good thing is I realized that when you do it, when you have anesthesia, they just go and put it through and they don't even they're not careful.
Yeah.
But when you know that you didn't have the anesthesia, they're like, 어떠세요? 괜찮으세요? 좀 더 들어갈게요.
They're asking you
asking you a question and you're like, at the same time. But I feel like they're much more gentle when they know that you didn't do anesthesia.
Oh, okay.
So I felt like I felt more comfortable. Like my intestines and everything felt way more comfortable when I didn't have the anesthesia.
Someone told me if you get the anesthesia, like you said, they just go in at it.
Oh, yeah.
And so after everything is done, like it hurts.
It hurts, yeah, because they just put the very thick kind of like tube into you.
Yeah.
So I had it. Actually, it was the hardest part is to go through the throat. I think the throat part is the big thing because it has a camera on it attached to it. But else than that, I mean, it's fine. I never done the colonoscopy yet, but I think it's mandatory after 45. I think there's an age you have to do it.
Yeah,
you have to
I'm not at the age yet. I haven't even done the endoscopy.
No, not yet?
No. I just do the basic one. And so like the blood sample, right? They take out the blood, they weigh me and all. You have to do you have to check all the boxes and stuff like that. Yeah. And the only thing I got was I was actually pleasantly surprised. Number one, I don't have high blood pressure, guys.
Yeah.
No high blood pressure.
No diabetes. No,
none of that. No fatty liver.
Uh-huh.
No fatty liver. But the doctor did say you should lose some weight.
They did say that. Okay.
Because you should lose some weight. But that's about it. I have nothing else. But that's only because I'm still in my 30s, I think.
Yeah. And usually, I mean, all the Koreans, it's a big thing. Yeah, going through this medical checkup is like, oh, I have 건강검진 tomorrow, so I cannot drink. And as soon as they're done and they get the results, they're like, oh, now I can drink. Now I can do whatever. And they go back into the regular routine and they're like drinking even more.
You know what the hardest question in the questionnaire you have to fill out is they go, how often do you drink?
Is it 2 times, 5 times,
and then
every
how
day?
much, right? So it's like, and then you ask them, what do you go by? Is it by beer or soju? They go soju. They say soju. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you have to go how many bottles or cans of beer or how many bottles of soju.
Yeah, and you can take like an every day or
There's no wine, but you can write it down. And so the next time I'm doing this, I'm just going to be like.
Wine is okay. 1 or 2 glasses a day. I mean,
in
France is fine. Even pregnant women, they drink 1 glass a day.
I wouldn't recommend that, to be honest with you. Estelle says, what about cosmetic surgery? That is not covered by the insurance.
Yeah, because it's considered for aesthetics purpose, so that's not covered.
The only thing, though, that's semi-covered is, let's say, if you have a broken nose.
Yes, and you can't breathe properly. If there's a medical reason to it and it's not for just the look, then you can get some coverage. Yeah.
My friend, he had like some like odd eyelashes. And so he had to get the double eyelid. Yeah. So he had to get double eyelid surgery for the purpose of medical whatever.
Reason. I mean, depend how the doctor puts it. I think it depends really on the consultation itself, the medical consultation.
Absolutely. Yes. And so, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, all of this, I want to ask all the countries out there. We did have some, messages from our listener. Disobedient Space, he's over in Newcastle, the UK. Grateful for the NHS, free at the point of use. Bruce over in Los Angeles, USA Medicare coupled with affordable secondary insurance covers just about any medical procedures. I recently had colonoscopy. Endoscopy cost me $0. That's the thing about the US, though. My family, for the longest time when I was a kid, were covered by Medicaid.
Medicare, yeah.
Is it Medicare or Medicaid? One of those two.
One of them, yeah.
And so if you're a low-income family, you're covered.
Yeah, you're covered, yeah.
But if you're not...
Then it's always the trick of being in the middle class, you know? Like if you're below, then you can get some coverage. But if you're in the middle, then it's more tricky. Yeah.
Here in Korea, though, when it comes to paying for the insurance, it's based on how much money you make.
As a freelancer.
Yeah, as a freelancer. Yeah. Right. And so like... That's why some people ask, like, hey, how much do you pay?
They don't ask you your income. They ask you how much do you pay for insurance, and they can kind of see which bracket you're in, right?
Right. But are you under your... but you work as a full-time.
But I pay both because I do freelancer on the side, and I still do my regular job as an employee.
Interesting.
So I have to do every year, at the end of the year, so you do what is called 연말정산. So it's like tax, over a year. And then in April, May, right now, actually, I have to pay extra for that, for the other gigs I do.
But the medical insurance, so it's all under your name?
Yeah.
Because for me, because I'm a foreigner and I'm a freelancer, I'm actually under my wife's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you don't pay on your side too?
So what happens is it's her, me, and my kids, and so a combined amount.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, the way that they kind of calculate how much is paid into the insurance is a little bit weird. Because I think they made the mistake of because, as freelancers, we get paid by, like, many different places.
Yeah.
And I think they just based it on, like, my first... Like, whatever comes out of my tax papers.
So usually, I don't know if we should ask, like, how it goes. But normally, if you pass a certain income, then you're supposed to pay your own on the side. So you cannot be under your wife insurance anymore normally.
Yeah.
So at one point my husband was under me, but he started earning money as a freelancer. So he started paying for his and I started paying for mine. It's just separate.
But it's not a lot. Yeah. Like it's not a lot to be honest with you.
I mean, nothing compared to the US. I think I pay like maybe $80 per month.
$80. That's not bad. I pay more than $80 here.
You earn more money than me.
No. Well, you pay less than $80 here for insurance?
Per month.
Per month.
Yeah.
that's little.
Yeah, well.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I pay.
But that's for yourself, though, right?
That's for That's for myself.
This is for myself, my wife, my 2 kids, all that stuff. And then now I have to put my mom in there.
Yeah.
Later on, it's probably going to go up slightly, but. Still, though, for senior citizens, they pay very little. I think my dad
over
pays
65,
less than 10,000 won for health insurance every month.
Wow.
Something on that lines. And then again, if he goes to like the checkup for like a clinic, it's like 2,001.
Yeah, but who knows? The system might change. It's a very well crafted, welfare system. But aging population, you're gonna have less and less workers covering those fees. So I mean, who knows? They might want to increase the
And I think that's the other thing. That's like the slippery slope, right? It's like, I mean, yes, we're enjoying very affordable healthcare and things like that. At the moment, yeah.
But
that's what they're saying. Like a lot of hospitals are basically bleeding money, and then the doctors are not happy with their pay and things like that. But Koreans in general, though, like we're crazy about health.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why even with the slightest headache, they go to the hospital. If they say this is healthy, they'll eat this.
There's so many TV shows in the morning.
Every morning.
You just, turn on the TV and you see all those doctors speaking about, you have to have this, you have to eat this, your omega-3, whatever. And it just becomes a trend suddenly. All these products are sold out. So it's, Koreans are big on
every year there's like a new healthy product that comes out.
Yeah. I mean, every month, I would say, not even every year.
There was like aronia. There was some like weird fruit called like
aronia. Like all these products now is like beet. At a certain point, it was beet. Now it's changing to all these like spirulina, all these things that are good for skin, for health, and people are very cautious about their liver in Korea because we drink so much, right?
Yeah.
So like if it's related to the
milk thistle, milk thistle, everyone's on milk thistle.
It's just sold out, as soon as it's on the market.
Again, for our listeners out there, it is very, very good to live in Korea when you talk about the medical service. I mean, it's not free for everybody, but still it's affordable and it's readily there is what I want to say.
That's right.
Olivia, I do hope that you feel better.
Yes,
it was good
much
seeing
better
you
now
again.
after seeing you.
Have a fantastic rest of your week and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right, sending her out of the studio. Let's take a listen to a song here from Either with Fate. 나는 아픈 건 딱 질색이니까.
안녕.